You are going to love what you are about to see. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to my art channel. This is Garrick Brown, and I'm back with another video. So happy to see you, and we're back to the basics. We're back to my blooms. I've been tweaking a new recipe. For now, I'm going to include a recipe in the description for you that I've been using for years. But as we embark on some additional classes in Seattle, classes in Wake Forest, I'm sharing my new recipes first with my in-person classes, and then I will share them with you all on this beautiful world of YouTube. So without further ado, more love, less hate, less paint. All right, my friends, today we are painting on a 12-inch gallery wrapped round canvas, and I'm going to be laying my colors down. While I do so, I'm going to talk about this recipe. It is a 2.5 parts pouring medium to 1 part paint. Now, you have to make adjustments all the time. The weather changes, your paint changes from the bottle to bottle. So recipes are not exact, they are guides for to give you something to go by, and that is just that. So all of my recipes are very similar in nature. My pigments are mixed up a little bit differently. I will link a video on how I mix my pigments into thick paints just for you, baby. So once again, this is a pouring from Coast to Coast collab. My beautiful, lovely ladies, Tara, Meta, Chris, and Britta. We paint every other Friday, and we just have a great time. So be sure to check them out. All right. Don't forget to do that because they are amazing, and I think you are too. All right. So here's a little Prussian blue, and I'm loading up my canvas here because I am going to use my hair dryer to blow my paints out, and I'm always loaded with tips, so I'm going to give you some today. For now, I just want you to enjoy this fragmented rainbow. So I've taken a piece of the rainbow, and I'm going to blow it out. Okay, we're just using our greens, our blues, and even a little bit of black for that contrast. That iridescent blue black is a gorgeous color, and it gives this amazing shine and change once it is dry. And I'm expecting nothing less than amazingness from that color. So here we go. This is my cell activator, and it is mixed 3 to 1. One scoop of Amsterdam titanium white, 1 heaping scoop, if you will. I do measure my cell activator because it is made with Australian Floetrol, and we know how expensive it is. So I do measure this pretty much every single time. And so right now I'm just blowing out that center. I want to increase the size of my cell activator to make it a bit easier to actually blow out my paints. And I have my Baby Bliss hair dryer. I love this thing. And you can see we are just guiding that cell activator over our paint and really spreading the paint out. Okay. As we spread it out, you will lose cells from time to time, and that's okay. But like that last petal, it was some really, really gorgeous cells popping up. And so sometimes you have to decide, all right, is it worth keeping this or losing this? Most of the time, it's worth losing a few cells to get more cells in the grand scheme of things. So I like to just blow and blow quickly so I don't have any second thoughts, any second guessing myself, and then you were able to manipulate and play later with the paints. Look at those colors. So I'm really happy with how this painting is already begun. Um, we have all of our colors. Don't forget to subscribe, thanks. And I'm just letting the paint rest. But as I do so, I'm going to take my straw and blow out those center pieces of Floetrol that is left. Just a little here and a little there. As I spin, these colors are going to open up. So I'm expecting to see more of my teals and greens underneath pop up. And when I say pop up, I more so mean spread out on my pillow. And as much as I love sales, I am glad that I have some blank areas that just pointed out there. And we're actually going to use our straw to blow a little more of that cell activator out in the center. I have a good amount of paint still left on my canvas, so it is necessary to keep spinning a bit just to avoid any drying issues later on down the road. Okay, what do we think so far? Man, I really am enjoying the process with this one. I love the amount of cells. It's not cell overload. And just look at those colors together. I mean, every cell is a different color. Now I'm going to create some more cells just by blowing out a little more of my cell activator. I'm not going to blow it all out because I do want to keep a little of that white in the center. But I'm going to spin, and those cells are actually going to expand. Just a little baby spin, if you will. Love that area now so much. Look at my cells, they've expanded, and I'm happy with the little bit of white that is left. Now we may lose a little more of that as our painting begins to dry. Remember, your titanium white is a heavy paint. All right, so it will have a tendency to sink, especially if there is enough paint for it to sink into. I love the contrast that the black is giving our blues and greens. Um, it's really allowing those colors to show off. So we call that one done, and I'm going to do another one, okay? So you saw my pillow paint. It is the PPG Multi Pro, found at Home Depot, about less than 20 bucks a gallon, and I pour it straight from the can. So I'm going to kind of be quiet for a while and let you just enjoy the video with some different colors. Oh man, I just cannot get enough of this color palette. It is sophisticated yet playful, just a little bit in nature. The contrast of the lighter undertones with the black on top and that iridescent blue black peeking through is just, it gets me every time. Yeah, I've done probably 3 or 4 paintings on my channel with this color palette. Now, I have changed the colors here and there, so I might have done in like a Naples yellow at one point or another particular orange. But man, I just can't let this palette go. I always have to bring it back. Just for a painting or two each year. They typically sell really quick, so I don't want to make too many of them to lose that exclusivity. But you will be able to get this one at the Fluid Art Experience because that is what I'm making it for. And I'm going to apply a nice finish to it as well. So you can see that we have some white left, and I'm going to play around with it a little bit. I'm enjoying that center contrast, but I don't want to leave too much of the white because I know that it has a tendency to sink. Look at those colors. Wow, we is right, baby, baby. So I'm just making some more cells, and you can see them pop up. Literally reminds me of a fire because you know when you light a flame or a match, the flame closest to the source is always that beautiful blue color, and then it spreads out to the whites and yellows and golds. And so this palette always reminds me of fire, and I just think it's so cool. And it's not too late, friends. You can still take a class with me at the Fluid Art Experience in Seattle. You can also take a class with me at PourCon Live in Las Vegas. That's going to be in August of this year. That information is going to be listed below. And who knows what else might pop up or where I might pop up this year. But I really enjoy the art of instruction because it is an art. I like to make it easy. I like people to understand. And more so, I like to bring it home. So if you watch my videos and then you meet me in person in my classes, you're like, I see what you did there. Connecting all the pieces, okay? So just look. We're doing the final or finishing touches to our piece here. Don't forget to subscribe. Also, visit my website. I have some new stuff that is debuting the website, www.garrickbrownartstudio.com. I also have Amazon links below to some of my favorite products in which I will earn mere pennies for your purchase. All right, it costs nothing for you, but I get a few cents in return, and every penny matters. All right, so I did promise some pictures of my New Mexico trip. I'm going to include them at the end of the video, but remember, family, do every single thing with love. Treat your friends, your family, and even your enemies with love.